It's a great spot to watch from.
The whole gang's here tonight.
How'd that happen?
Don't know. Destiny?
More like dumb luck.
Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around.
You know.
No, but I want to.
You just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Now, who'd you say you were looking for?
Here goes. Making a wish?
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you. You know, you should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh? You see who fulfill their focus. They become crystal and gain eternal life.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
So what will I be? A crystal?
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. Don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it. I will stand by you, no matter what happens. I'm yours forever. Serah. My one, my only. Will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes! Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me, I wished that you would say yes.
Then maybe they'll grant mine, too.
What's that?
To have the courage to tell Lightning that I've become a Lassie.
Hey, our engagement is way bigger news. Oh, man, I can't wait to see her face. She'll be my new sister.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hey, Snow?
suppose.
Gorgeous. Our own private heaven.
All we need. Just you and me.
Thank you, Snow.
Serah!
Is this for real?
This must be Lake Bresha? Well, I guess we fell from up there. And the lake turned to crystal? Help me out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
We're alive. How?
Serah! No one survives a fall from that high, not without a miracle. Serah saved us!
Serah, listen. It's all your fault. She got...
Hey! Watch out!
What did I just do?
You used magic. You used the power of the sea. The Foul Sea cursed us. We're the sea now.
Right.
Okay, so after a very, very long cutscene, we finally get control again. So this tutorial actually explains paradigms. Now, as always, I'm not going to be showing the tutorials because I pretty much already know it. I'm not going to explain it. But this is essentially where the game gets a little bit more complicated in battles. It's not as straightforward as Chapter 1 and 2 because now things are a little bit more crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and script the tutorial. So yeah, let's do it. Alright. Auto battle for now. So as you can see, next to lightning and snow and vanille, there are some words. It says calm, C-O-M for lightning, R-A-V for snow, and R-A-V for vanille. Basically in this game, there are, you know, what are called, I guess, the jobs. The job system is back in this game, but it's a little bit differently, but I'll be talking about that in just a bit.
So we really are Lissy.
Looks like it.
You too?
Yep. Right here.
Okay.
Let's see to the last.
Why me? I don't even know you, but you have to go and attack that thing? Just leave me alone. It's your fault. It's your fault, You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it!
Sorry.
Everything is everything's gonna be alright. You'll see. Come on. Off we go.
See, huh?
Yep. We're all playing for Team Pulse now. Why me?
Okay. So it's been a while. You know, a lot of cutscenes and all that stuff. And also it's been a while in terms of uploading episodes, somewhat. I mean, maybe not. It depends on how I upload the videos on YouTube, like when I schedule them. But it's been about 6 days since I've actually recorded an episode. But yeah, so before I actually talk about the game, I just want to quickly mention that I'm going to be switching up my upload schedule for YouTube now. So what you're going to be seeing is basically 30-minute uploads instead of 20-minute uploads, because I've been doing 3 20-minute uploads per series per day, and that's a lot because that's 6 uploads in total because I do 2 series, so 6 videos a day. It's a lot. So what I'm going to be doing is actually putting 2 30-minute uploads of each series per day back to back. So basically this game is going to go on 6 a.m. and, no, actually no, 6 p.m., sorry. 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. every single day, Pacific time. So back-to-back episodes, back-to-back 30-minute episodes, and I think it's more structured that way and I should be easier on all of you, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, like I said, it's just to make it a little bit easier because it's so many uploads. If I upload too much, sometimes the videos can probably get like lost in like the huge feed that all of you guys get because it's too many uploads, you know? So I figured it's better to just be doing this, you know? Make less uploads and longer videos about, you know, and it kind of balances out in the end anyway. Alright, so that's just items, really whatever. So basically, if you go to the data log, and you go to, oh shit, gameplay basics I think? No, battles. You're gonna be seeing all of this stuff here. Wait, is this it? No, it's not, damn it. Where the hell is it? I actually don't know where that is. Because I wanted to quickly show off, like, this is like the one thing that I did want to show off on screen. Because it's kind of important, actually. But I don't know where they are. Whatever. Basically, in this game, there are now jobs. So the paradigms. If you go to paradigms, and you go to customize, you can make your own paradigm. So basically, a paradigm is a combination of classes or jobs in this game. So in this game, at least as of now, there's Commando and Ravager, and then this guy has Commando, Ravager, Sentinel, and then you have Ravager, Medic. There are essentially 6 classes in this game. There's Commando in pink, Ravager in blue, Sentinel in yellow, Medic in green, which is down here, that's Sentinel and Medic, green, Saboteur, which is gray colored, and Synergist, which is purple colored. So those are the 6 jobs. Now, every single job in this game, of course, has its own, well, job, obviously, in battle. So Commandos are the main damage dealers of the game. They deal some pretty freaking high damage, and yeah, you're gonna probably always want one Commando in your job, in your paradigm. So for example, the game actually automatically made the Relentless Assault and Solidarity paradigms for us. Every single time you change up a job for something else, the name changes. As you can see, it's now Delta Attack. The name changes depending on how many of each of that job you have. So Delta Attack will always be Commando, Sentinel, Ravager. Commando, Sentinel, Medic will always be the one down here, Solidarity. Ravager, Sentinel, Medic will be Entourage, and so on. Or Entourage, sorry. So yeah, now in terms of what you should actually make, for the majority of the game, when you have 3 characters, you know, in your party, you want to use Relentless Assault as your main damage dealer. The reason why is because Commandos are the main damage dealers, and Ravagers are the main classes that are able to fill up the stagger bar by a lot. So basically they go hand in hand, because the secondary effect of the Commando is to not only deal high damage, but also to slow down the draining bar. Because you know, like when you attack an enemy and you build up a stagger bar, if the bar drains all the way down to the beginning, the stagger starts over, back at 100%. And you don't want that. A Commando's attacks will slow the bar down to go back down, whereas a Ravager will build the bar up fast. So, in other words, the Commando and the Ravager work hand in hand together, and you always want to have at least one of each. Unless, of course, you're in a defensive paradigm and you have to, like, heal or something, then okay. But yeah, I'm going to be doing Commando, Ravager, Ravager. Oh yeah, one more thing I should mention. Every single character only has a limited number of classes they can actually switch. You can't do that, like, you can't use every single job for a character until much later in the game. For now, every character is going to have about 3 classes. In the beginning they have 2, they'll get a 3rd one in a couple chapters, and after that they're stuck with 3 pretty much for the entire game until like post-game or whatever, or like the very end of the game, I don't know. So yeah, yeah, Commando, Ravager, Ravager. I'm going to build a second one, and that's going to be Commando, Sentinel, Medic? Sure, why not, right? That's going to be a defensive class, basically. I'm going to move that one down. I'm also going to go ahead and put Ravager, Ravager, Ravager to create a Tri-Disaster. Sometimes that's useful for when an enemy is staggered to build up the chain gauge by a lot and then switch to Commando. So then what I'm going to do is put Commando, Commando, Ravager, which is the aggression class. It's a nice alternative to Relentless Assault sometimes, but in general you want to use Relentless Assault even more. And then that seems it. And just in case, I guess I'll go ahead and put Ravager. There's no point in putting that because Lightning's a better commando anyway. Yeah, haven't talked about that yet. But there actually is... yeah, that's good. Yeah, there actually is like a specialty for each character. For example, Lightning is a better commando. Eventually she'll be a better Ravager, but as of now she's a better commando. Snow is the best Sentinel in the game, no doubt about that. So if you need a Sentinel, use Snow.
Okay, if we don't know our focus, how do we complete it?
I think I saw it.
Saw what?
That is how a focus comes down, people. The Foul Sea, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse. Well, you know, that's what they say. You know, legends and all. Legends. Yeah.
Did you see anything?
I just... It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok.
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part. The dream's the only hint the Foul Sea gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
Okay. We're a pulseless sea, right? Enemy's a cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is... Are we supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Serah told us. Let's do it. We're all in this together. I'm gonna look for Serah. She ought to be nearby.
I'll come too! Wait!
Jeez. Yeah, that boy can't stay still.
Really?
Okay, time for another tutorial, and as always I'm going to skip it. So this one is basically about the Crystarium. Now a new option appears, and that's the Crystarium. The Crystarium is essentially the way you develop characters in this game. You use the experience, in this game it's called CP, which are Christogen points. From this point on, you can take a look at the CP underneath the HP bar in the, like you see where it says HP 300 on Lightning and then 550 on Snow, etc, etc. right under that, it says CP. So if you go here, the Crystarium, sorry, opens up. Now, it's a little bit different for every single character. They have their own unique stance, somewhat similar to the sphere grid in terms of being unique to each character. But keep in mind that this is not the sphere grid. This is very linear, unlike the sphere grid. And you're pretty much having to go the pathway that the game tells you to go to. You have to do it, pretty much. Okay, so as you can see, lightning begins at the very bottom here. Now, all these nodes are activated. Basically, you're able to tell if they're activated if you see the lines in between being white, lit up, and also if the node itself is lit up in terms of being white, you know? So, lightning began down at the bottom. She then got HP plus 100, stream plus 15. It's like, this is all automatic. She got all this automatically. However, after attack, blitz, and now she just learned ruin, apparently, from being a Lassie, she learned magic, okay. After that, the next one's right over here, as you can see. It says strength plus 4. Now, if you then hold the X button, you're able to advance, and it says strength increased by 4. Alright, pretty cool. Now here you have 2 ways to go, although when I say 2 ways to go, it's really only for a small pathway that way. But you can always see your CP, how much you have left by on the top right corner right there, right underneath HP. As you can see, you need 60 CP for there and 60 for here. We only have 41, so you can't actually progress. What you can do though is hold the X button, and you can use up your remaining CP to like go halfway through the thing. Usually I'm not going to be doing that because it's kind of a waste anyway. Like, well, I mean, that's not a waste, but it's redundant. So like for me, if I don't have enough to go to the next knot, I'm just going to keep it like that, you know, like not even light it up halfway through. But I just showed it this one time just so you can see it's possible to do that if you want to, but there's really no point to it. So yeah, I'll just be going that way then. Up that way and then to the right. But as you can see, every single job for each character individually has their own Crystarium. And this one, it says she has a Libra, Thunder, and so on. Now, abilities are unique to that class. For example, Thunder, ability Thunder. Okay, I'm back, sorry about that. But as I was saying, abilities are unique to that class only. So Thunder can only be used by her Ravager class when she's a Ravager. And Attack and Blitz and what the hell was the other thing? Ruin can only be used as a commando. However, techniques, when it says technique Libra, this can be used pretty much in any class. But using techniques is a little bit different. There's actually this thing called TP. At the very bottom right, you can see technical points. So you have 5. So every single technique in the game uses up a number of TP. And when you use one, obviously it goes back down, you know, to like 4, and you get the point. But you fill up TP by winning battles, essentially.
We can worry about everything else later.
But anyway, I'm gonna head this way now. So as you can see, we do have our Relentless Assault class still. So it should work out fairly well. We also just preemptive struck them. Yeah, we did. Okay, there we go. So here we go. Just attack. It's gonna be really easy, actually. I mean, because they're preemptive strike, and look at that. Very simple, actually. Very, very simple. Now, there is one more thing I should mention, in like a few battles or so. There is this technique called ATB Cancel, and it works wonders. It really does. You will see. Now, as of now, I haven't really had a chance to do it because the battles have been so freaking easy. Anyway, there's a chest over here. And it contains a Pearlwing Staff. Speaking of items, I should probably, like, equip better stuff if I have it available, you know? Okay, you're good. You're good as well. And then, what about you? Oh, I just got that. So magic goes up by 3, which is actually useful, because she's just going to be a magic user for the most part. Vega 42s. Airwing. Okay. Now here's one thing that I have a huge complaint about in this game. I hate it so much in this game. You cannot switch party members. And that's going to be the case for, I believe, until, well, right now, chapter 3, until chapter 11, I believe. That is ridiculous. Like, what the heck? So, in any situation where you have more than 3 characters, you can't switch. Even like right now, you can see Saz and Hope are in our party. I can't switch either of these characters with Saz and Hope. Now the good news is that every character receives the experience, so it doesn't really matter in terms of like who you're using for getting experience and training characters up, because everybody gets the experience. But what if you want to use a specific character's abilities? That's ridiculous. Like, you're forced to use what the game wants you to do, you know? And I always found that to be quite insane, actually. Let's go. Damn it, they saw me. It's those flyers, man. Those damn flyers. Okay, let's see if I can actually use ATB cancel this time. So these flyers are whites. Alright, anytime you attack. Oh, I didn't. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot to copy the class. Anytime you attack, basically, as soon as the bar fills up and you use up all your attacks, what you then want to do is quickly switch to another one and watch this. You have a full ATB right away. It actually saves time in the end. Now, you couldn't really tell that much right there because it was a freaking disaster and everything, but you'll be seeing that use in longer battles usually. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about eventually, so if you got lost, don't worry. Isn't there an item here? Yeah, there is. Okay. How do I go there? What the heck? What? Dude? Oh, wow. Alright. Item, and I get 7 chipped fangs. That's components, basically. Okay, so let's just proceed on north. On to the next section, kind of. A lot of jumping. Yeah, again, for all these circles, just simply move forward and your character automatically jumps. You don't have to take any actions, really. What's this way? Nothing.
This just might work. Magic may be cursed, but it makes us stronger, doesn't it? What's to stop us from putting it to good use?
That is very true. That is true, Snow. Okay. There's a chest right there for us.
We fight it! Ragnarok! That's the reason we're Lassie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
Yeah, why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Serah. She said to protect Cocoon. And then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof right there. She completed her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Serah's fal'Cie was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians. To defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them. If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Serah's an enemy too? Well, I don't buy it. We have the power to save Cocoon if we work together and carry out our focus.
The fal'Cie took Serah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
Freeze!
Huh?
Place your hands behind your heads! You fall off the purge train?
Maybe.
Are you talking back to me? Huh? Huh?
Nice gun.
Stop her! Breathe!